This conference will now be recorded.
Yes, fine. So today we'll see how to
Now it's
download.
visible.
Now you can see, right? Yeah, good. So today we'll see how to download Python and from where we have to download and how to install Python and how to write your first program. Okay. So in order to download Python, right? So simply you can type like download Python. So the very first link what you get is python.org. This one, python.org. So this is the official website for Python. So from here you can download Python. So go to this python.org and whatever the operating system you are using. So for that particular Python virtual machine you have to install. So we discussed, right? So Python is platform independent, but we install Python based on the platform. Correct. So Python virtual machine is platform dependent, but whereas Python is platform independent, right? So if you are using for Windows, directly you can download from here the latest version of Python, right? Or if you are using Linux or Unix or Mac or any other operating systems, right? You can click here and you can search. You can search. See AX Python for AX, IBM, iOS, OS, some RISC OS, Solaris. It supposed almost every major major operating systems. Okay, so from here you can download Python. So go to home screen here and just click on this. It will start getting downloading and it is very small file. It will be downloaded kind of immediately only. Okay, so after that if you see here there is a source code tab is here, right? So we were discussing in the Python feature like Python is open source, right? Open source and freeware. Open source means what? Even the source code of Python is also available. Even the source code of Python also available. You can download this source code. And so what is the advantage you get if you have the source code? You can basically customize your own version of Python. You can, if you want to add some new features which are not supporting the existing Python, you can add, or some of the features if you don't want, you can, for your application, some of the feature if you don't want, you can delete and you can customize yourself. You can customize yourself. So this is what the source code. From here you can download any particular one. This is the latest version, and if you want to download any other versions, right? So you can go and click on that and you can download and you can browse. So maybe it is a good idea to download and try to browse, try to go through the source code. So actually that's how you learn how to write your code, by reading some other code. Okay, so it will give you better understanding. And here you can see documentation. So Python is well documented. Each and everything is documented. So every topic, so whatever you are whatever we are learning related to Python, right? So everything is documented here. Every topic, any topic, so complete Python documentation is available here for free. Browse through those things, uh, go through these documentation and see. Okay, because if you search for any particular topic, right? Say for example I'll search for some Python strings tutorial. There are plenty of material is available in the Google. Plenty of material is available in the Google. So no need to separately follow any other. There is no specific notes or anything to follow, right? So there are plenty of tutorials are available here. And also not only this, see, you can see W3 schools are tutorial point or Geek for Geeks. Plenty of websites are giving. At the same time, see here, this is python.org official website. So here also you can search and read. See here, numbers, strings, list. Okay, so first steps towards your programming, how to write your first program and all. Okay, so Python is well documented. Every topic is available. If you want to go through the exact tutorial, right? Every topic is well documented. You can go through this documentation, right? And yeah, so by this time it was be downloaded. Open this. So how to install any software? Just double click here. So because already some Python old version is available in my system, which version it is? Some 3.11 is available. So that's why what it is asking is, oh, let me remove the old Python from my system. So that I'll install freshly. So seems to be already we have latest version here, but let us download once again. Let us install once again. So meanwhile, today try to go through this documentation and all. Okay, try to go through the python.org and try to understand. Install was successful. Now just double click here and say install now. Install now. Okay, say yes. It's very quick, so it will not take any much time to install. Seems to be almost done. Yes, done. Okay, setup was successful and close this. So once you install your Python, right here, see, you can see when you type for Python, right, you can see here this one is Python interpreter or interactive shell. If you open this, what you get is Python interactive shell. This is what I was showing in every day of our class. So this is for just for your interaction purpose. You can interact with Python. So whenever you want to check something, right, so I'll say a equals to 10. I want to ask like what is the type of a, it will tell you, right? So if you want to quickly check anything you want to check, right, you can quickly check here. But remember one thing, this Python interactive shell is not at all recommended. For each and everything, try to write on a program only. Try to write in a program. So apart from this interactive shell, you can get one IDLE, Python IDLE. What happened? It will not install properly. Right, this is Python IDLE, interactive development and learning environment. Interactive development and learning environment. So this is where you can write your programs. So in order to write your Python programs, right, so there are plenty of IDEs are available, like Eclipse, PyCharm, right? There are plenty of IDEs are available. You can use whatever you want. But if you are a beginner, it is always recommended to use only Notepad. Only Notepad. Why? I'll tell you now. Okay. So this ideally, how to write a program ideally in this ideally, just file, new file, write your program. So I'll just write to print. So if you want to print on the console, we use print function, print hello world. And once you write this, save this file. So always remember, we have to save our file with the help of .py extension, .py extension. Some hello, give you a Python file name, hello.py, hello.py. So it's already, let me store it, hello.py. Save here. So once you save this, right, so go to run and say run module, run module. So once you start running, you can see the output whatever you are writing here. So let me add some more things here. So a equals to some 10, print. I'll ask what is the type of a, type of a, type of a. Now again, save this and run. See, type of a is integer, type of a is integer. Okay, so this ideally, once you install your Python, right, this is the default ideally you will get. So you'll get two things, one is ideally and another thing is that interactive shell. Okay, so either you can use this ideally or any other third party ideals are available like Eclipse, PyCharm. There are plenty of IDEs are available where you want to write your program. But as I said, if you are a beginner, always try to write down in Notepad only. See, what is the advantage you get if you write in the Notepad? See, all these IDLEs are kind of some intelligent IDLEs, so they can recognize the keywords. See, print is a keyword, it is giving in some other color. So type is a keyword, so this is giving you in another sorry, type is a function, it is giving you in another color, right? So if you are using these intelligent IDLEs, right, so if you are going something wrong, say instead of print, right, I forgot to add n, so some added some spelling mistakes, right? So by seeing this, you will be able to understand here and you will be correcting this. But if you do more mistake, then only you will learn more, right? So let us write same program in some Notepad. Okay, so let me create a Notepad here, text, right? So I'll save this as some hello.py and open this and write your program here. See, print. So this Notepad is very blind actually. It's a very dumb. It does not have any intelligence, right? See, whatever you are writing, even though it is keyword or it does not know anything about Python, right? So anything you write here, it will not recognize and it will not highlight anything. If you are missing any syntax or if you are not following the indentation, so it will not give you any warning or anything, right? So blindly it will take. It is very, it does not recognize any Python or anything, right? It's just a Notepad. So now if I ask what is type of a, right? So save this. Once you save this, right, so go to your command prompt, and here how to run here with the help of python python hello.py, python hello.py. This is how you can run. So Python was not found. Okay, so the installation was not proper here, so that's why it is saying you try to install. So because some when we are installing that uninstallation was not proper, it seems. Okay, so or maybe some problem with this laptop. Okay, let me check on this. But this is how you compile, run your Python program. So go to that particular location and how you need to run with the help of Python followed by your file name. Python followed by your file name. Okay, so please try this today and let me know if you are facing any issues in the next class. Okay, so in my session, I'll not be using this notepad because when I'm showing it to you, right? So I'll use this ideally so that it will be clearly visible for you, right? So for better experience, I'll try to use this Python ideally. Python ideally. I'll not be using any advanced IDLEs like Eclipse or PyCharm, right? All those things I'll not be using, right? So I'll be using this basic IDLE, right? And after that here, say sum b equals to 20, c equals to b equals to a plus a. Now tell me how many objects will be created here in this case. Yes, how many objects will be created here?
Two objects.
So here one. So what and all things will be happening when you try to create a object here? What is object? 10 is object and a is what? Identifier, right? So when we give this statement, right? So Python program is what? Interactive, sorry, interpreted programming language, right? So it will start executing from here, first line. After that, second line. If there is no error in second line, then only go to third line. If there is no error in third line, then only go to fourth line, and so on. It will execute line after line, right? So after that, see how many objects will be created here. So in first case, first it will search whether this 10 object is already available or not. No, it is not available. Then then create this object, and after that what we are saying, just print what is the type of a. Yes, it will print. And after that we are saying b equal to 20. So what will be happening in the background? First it will search whether this 20 object is already available or not. Yes, till now it is not available, so create this object. And here again I am saying is equal to 20, so it will search whether this 20 is already available or not. Yes, it is available, so don't create it and make use of this. So here also same thing, right? So overall how many objects will be created here? This is one and this is two, correct? Let us check this. Print id of a, right? So even you can add some informational statement here. In the next class, I'll be telling you how to use input output functions. Just for now, to show this example, just see this. Okay, so the address of A equals to, right, comma. This is the syntax. Okay. If you observe here, right, it was started giving the suggestions, right? So print will see it is giving the suggestions, right? So before you complete your statement itself, it start giving suggestions. So most of the times what will happen, so you just click on that suggestion and write. So you will not be focusing, or you will not be concentrating, or you will not be learning much these syntaxes. So that's why I always use notepad only. It will not give any suggestions, it will not give any warnings, right? So you learn more, you do more mistakes, learn more. The address of B is, okay? But how we check? ID is your, see, print value, separator, and all these things it is giving. In tomorrow's class we'll be saying what is SCP, what is and all. Okay, so address of B, and we'll print address of C equals to IP of C, and again let us print the address of B equals to, right, ID of save this and run. Now how many objects should be there? Only two, and only two addresses should be there, right? Oh, see, there is a error here at line number 3. See, it is printed line number 1. It was executing till the error, till the error. After that, once you see the error, right, it will crash your Python program there itself. It will not go further, it will not execute further lines. So there is a error here, right? So see here, just now we were right. So it was executed this line, and that's why you can see hello world. After that it was executed equal to 10, and here there is a syntax error, so it exited from here itself. It was not executed the other line, other part of the code. So that's why when we are talking about limitations, right, we are saying Python needs more testing because it is interpreted and also dynamically typed nature, right? Say now, say this, save this, save. Either you can click here and use this control S, it will be faster. Either you can use run module or simply press F5. See now, see, so address of A is some 160 and BCD address is same. BCD address is same. Now what I'll do is I'll modify this B. I'll modify here. Let me modify A and just say I'm modifying a variable. Okay, these informational statements we say, these are very important. So with these kind of statements only you will be conveying to the user. Say for example, uh, let us take an example of say ATM, right? So when you enter to the ATM, so first what you can see on the screen, please insert your card. So that's how you can write here prints, right? So that's how it will be written, print, please insert your card, please insert your card. So if you do not print these informational statement, right, so once you enter to the ATM, right, so what you will be knowing, the screen will be very blank and you will not be knowing what to do, correct? So these are very important, these are very important informational statement we say. Okay, and I'll modify a equals to some a plus a again. Okay, now if I print the address, now how many objects will be available? Hmm? Yes, how many objects will be available in this case now?
I think T objects.
Three. Why three?
I
See
think
carefully.
I think two only. Yeah, two.
Two, is it? At the end of the program. Hmm. So at the end of
One
the
only,
program,
sir.
only
One,
one,
only
right?
one.
Only one, right? Because
Yeah, yeah.
A also we are modifying to 20. Now all the values
Seven.
A, B, C, D all will be having
Yeah,
what? 10 only. 10 only. Now let me save this and run. See,
only it will give
84.
the.
Initially it is 84, and after that, see, all are including A, all are same address. Correct?
Okay.
Now see
Yeah.
this. Now, so yesterday we were talking about that object reusability, right? So here this object, when 10 object was created, this A will be pointing to this 10 object, and after that when I modified this, right, so this A will be referring to what? This A will be referring to this 20. Correct? Remember that till here clear, right? Now see here what we were saying when we say, let me again show program grammatically, so it will be, so in this case, right, so first I created a object, and I created 10 object, and after that I created 20 object, right? So this is 10 and this is 20, right? So this is initially this was a, B, C, and D. A, C and D, right? So this is all. And when we have this statement, right, so what we have done, we are modifying A also. So now onwards this A will be dereferenced from here, and A will be pointing to this. A will be pointing to this. So when there is no identifier this object, what will happen to this object? Now it is orphan now, correct? No one is pointing to this object, no one is identifying, there is no identifier this object. Now what will happen to this object 10? Yes, what will happen to this object 10?
It went to buffer.
Yeah, so it is eligible for garbage collection. Remember, it is eligible for garbage collection. So there is a module called garbage collector in Python. Module called garbage collector. What that garbage collector will be doing is, it will keep on searching the memory. It will be keep on searching in the memory, saying that is there any unused objects? Is there any unused objects? Unused object means without any identifier. Now, if garbage collector sees this, so there is no one is pointing to this. So delete this object from the memory. Delete this object from the memory. And always remember, the moment when you dereference, the moment it became orphan, right, it will not be deleted in the memory. It may be there for some time, unless until whenever until the garbage collector sees this, right, till that time this will be available in the memory. This will be available in the memory. So once garbage collector woke up and come here, right, it will be deleted from the memory. This address will not be there. Let us do that experiment. See now. So first let us run this. So initially address of A is what? Somewhere at 984. Somewhere at 984. So after we modified this, right? So address of A is now pointing to same 304. Now no one is pointing at this address location, right? So what I'll do is, see, again I'll create an object. Again I'll create an object of 10. Now I'll print the address of E equals to ID of E, right? So why I'm doing here, see, why I'm doing this, because see, here we have modified A, means 10 object is 10 object is not available. 10 object is not available here. So when we are printing this, if garbage collector came and saw this 10 object, then it will be deleted. And again when we create a 10 object, a new object will be created. If garbage collector did not saw that 10 object, right, what will happen? Even though there is no one is pointing at this 10, right, so the address, the object, till it will be still it will be available in the memory, the same address will be used here. Understood? See, let me run this now. It may get the same address or it may not get same address. See, it got same address only, means even though the till here, right, so once we modify A, there is no one is pointing to object 10. That means it is available for garbage collector. If garbage collector sees 10 object, it will be deleted. So once it is deleted, a new object will be created and you will be getting some new address. But here what you have got same object, right? So here in this case, I said, when I said a equal to 10, right, so this 10 object is available, so make use of this object, make use of this object. Understood this one, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes.
Clear, right? What about others?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Clear, right? Let us do one more experiment. So we cannot tell like with how much time it will take to delete the object from the memory. Okay. So I'll use some sleep. Sleep means wait. Just for your give example, I'm telling all these things. But anyway, again we are going to discuss about this. Okay. So sleep for some 10 seconds. Okay. Run this. Oh, is there any spelling mistake? What is the keyword? I forgot. Let me check. Yeah, so we have, yeah, we import time module, and we have to use time.sleep. Wait for your, so when I say sleep, it will wait here for 10 seconds. Okay. Now let us see within these 10 seconds of time whether this object will be deleted or not. Let's see. So there is no guarantee. Either it can come same address or it may give different address. So there is no guarantee and we cannot tell this. Just an experiment will do. Oh, did not wait for, and see here address of E and address of, where is address of E? You have not saved this. Yeah, it is actually waiting here. It is waiting for, see, after 10 seconds it was printed this, but still it is using same address. Let us give some more, let us give some more time here, some 20. Okay, so I'll say, I'll just print here saying going for 20 seconds of sleep. Okay, and after that again I'll print some done with 20 seconds. Okay, now see, let me run this. Not give guarantee whether, see, it is waiting for 20 seconds. After 20 seconds it will continue the execution. Remember this time module. Okay, we will be using in upcoming sessions. This is also very very important. So in most of the times we use this, most of the times we need, if you want to stop your execution, right, for some time, then we use this. See, we got, still we got same, right? So there is, that means after 20 seconds also garbage collector does not see this 10 object, does not see this 10 object. Let us maybe give some more time and see. Thread? Ah, yes, that also we can use. That is thread module. So it's waiting here, waiting for some 30 seconds, 50 seconds we give here. How much we give here? 50. Okay, let's wait for 50 seconds. So now also it may get same address or it may get different address. So today try to practice this thing and try to give more sleeping time here. Maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes or maybe 5 minutes. Okay, so sleep module will take, so still also it got same. That means still the object is available in the memory. So when you are trying, right, so give some 500 something like this. Okay, so it always take in seconds. This argument is seconds. So convert into minutes. Say for example, if you want to try for 5 minutes, right, so 5 into 60, 300. Okay, like that, try and see. Okay, and what other functions we have seen apart from type and address, and also we have seen typecasting functions also, right, like int of a, typecasting functions, float of b, something like this, and str of c, right, and boolean, bool of some t. Okay, so these are the functions till now we have seen. So try to play with these things. So take your own example and write some python code something like this. So and convert from one to another, either integer to float or float to integer and string to integer, string to float. All you are getting or not, just to get hands-on experience on this python program, right? So try to do all these experiments. Okay, so as I said, today it will be small class. So that's all for today from my side. Any questions or anything? Everyone?
I'm good. No.
Okay. Yeah. If no questions or anything, that's all for today. Thank you. We'll meet in the next session. Bye. Have
Yeah.
a nice
Thank you.
weekend. Bye
Have a
bye.
great weekend. Yeah.
ఇన్స్టాల్ చేశారా పైథాన్ ఇప్పుడు 3.10 లేటెస్ట్ ఏంటి 3.10 కాదుగా ఇది తీసేసి చేయండి